In this section we created this login and registration page, also home page. When we log in, then home page will be displayed. First of all, I want to register. Click on the register, and here first of all first name is Amit. After that give the last name. After that email ID amit1@gmail.com. After that give the password is 123456 123456 and register. Click on the register button. Now see, successful register. Okay, it navigate in the login page. Now login again. Here amit1@gmail.com. Password is 123456. Click on the login. Now see, login successful. Now we navigate in the home page. In this video we created this, which is the fully mernstack MongoDB, Express, React and Nodejs. Let's start it. Go on the our VS Code editor. Now first of all create a folder. Click on this icon and giving the name of the folder is Frontend. Let's in that folder, let's open a terminal. And here type, first of all open the folder Frontend. Now after that install the ReactJs, npx create React app in this folder. For that giving the dot and slash. Now our ReactJs is now installation started. Let me back when the installation is completed. Now our installation is completed. Now open the folder. Already we have in the front end section. Now just type npm start. Now we got a output. Let's go on the VS Code editor. In the ESRC folder, in the app.js, here I don't want to this code. Let's remove this, all this, and in the app.css delete all this code. Now create a folder. Click on this create icon and giving the name of the folder is component. In that component, let's create a file. First our home page, home.js. Second page is our login.js, and last section is our registration page .js. We have created a 3 file. Now let's give this whole. Let's create a all the import. Let's shortcut RAFCE. This is because of I installed the extension here React ES7. That's why this all shortcut is coming. Now go on the other page, home login RAFCE, and now registration page RAFCE. Now this all is done. Now all this file import from the app.js. Let's see here. First of all import home. Make sure that imported home.js is imported, and next login. Now see the login page is imported. Last is our registration page. Now Three file is now imported. Let's see. See, here we can see home, login and registration. Now let's design the, first of all I want to design the simple all the section, this body color, giving the body color, go on the app.css and giving here body background color. Now hashtag edf6f9. now let's see it. See, here our background color is now coming. Now I want to give the, I want to create a, first of all I want to create a this our login page. Now first of all go on the login page. Here this is our login page. Now let's remove this login, and in the app.js comment this home page and registration page. Now only I can see the login page. Let's write something and see here. Now let's create a one of the form tag, and in that form first of all give the label and for HTML for email, and write email ID. After that giving the input type is equal to email and giving the ID is email. Now let's done. This input tag is self closing. Let's give this. After that give the label HTML for password. Now in the inside label giving the password. After that input type password. After give the ID name is also password. And this is a self closing. Last create one of the button and giving the button is name of button is login. Now see, and giving this button name is giving the class name is btn. Now let's see what's the output is coming. See, here output is coming. Now let's design this with the help of a CSS. Now let's create a one of the file giving the name of style.css, and I want to import this file in app.css because I want to use this CSS file in a whole page, home page, login page and registration page. Let's import it. Import from the component style.css. Now let's first of all in the login page I want to give here giving the name of this container. Now let's copy this container name, come on the this style.css and paste it. After giving this container background white, and see, I want to hold content in the center. For that go on the app.css file, in the body section write display flags, justify content center, alignment item center, and giving the height minimum height is 100 width 100 VH. Now see, whole content in the center. Let's in the style.css here container giving the max width is around 500. Yeah, now give the height is approximately max width is height is approximately 700 or 500 you want it, and giving the padding from the top and bottom side approximately 20 pixel, and left and right side 10 pixel. Let's see, here we now got it. Let's giving the more padding. See, now I want to this hole in the vertical section. Let's go on here, login page, and this form I want to design this form. For that form, giving the display flags, justify content center, or let's give the only flags direction column. Now see, whole content coming. Now I want to give the width is approximately 90% of total width. After that I want to giving the margin 0, automatically whole content, and in the container section I want to give width is approximately 100%. Now see, let's give this background color for checking purpose, all the content are in center or not. Let's give this width is approximately 400, and give the top and bottom side padding. Now see, it's almost okay. I want to hold content this form in the center. For that let's 0 pixel and 0 auto, 0 margin from top and bottom, and this left and right automatically center whole content. Let's see here. Now I want to design this input box and this label. For that let's remove this. Let's giving the form, and inside form, in the login section inside form we have a label and input. Let's go on here, inside form we have a input and form label. First of all I want to give the font size is approximately 18 pixel or less than 16 pixel. After that give the padding 5 pixel top and bottom, 5 pixel left and right. Let's see here, and give the margin this. From this I want to give input bottom side margin. For that giving the form input margin bottom 20 pixel. Now see here margin commit. Now I want to design this bottom. For that here in the bottom I give the class name is btn. Let's go on this css file and giving the btn background color 001D 3D, and now giving the padding 5 pixel top and bottom, 15 pixel left and right. Now see, yeah, and giving the color is text color is white, font size approximately 18 pixel, and giving this don't want to this whole bottom in the hole. I want to only little bit in the center side. For that let's give the width, max width is approximately max width is 200 pixel. Yeah, I want to this button in the center. For that, giving the margin 0 pixel, 0 from the top and bottom, and left side, right side auto. See here all the content in center, and let's give is minimum width is approximately 200 or 150. Yeah, now I want to design this in the border radius 150 or 100 pixel. Now see, now I want to this in the border in shadow color. For that, in the container section, box shadow 1 pixel and 5 pixel for shadow purpose. RGB giving the 0 0 and 0 0.1. let's see it. See here is shadow is coming. Now I want to let's more shadow here, and I want to this border more. For that, where is giving the border radius 10 pixel. Now this border is curve. Now this one is almost ready. Login, and I want to this input box design for let's when we hover this input box, this border color is changed. For that, giving this copy this, come here and giving the hover effect. When we click on this button, this border color will be border color blue, and here in the form input border 1 pixel solid black. Now let's see it. See here, and I want to little bit curve when we hover. For that, giving the border radius 5 pixel. When we click on this, see here curves is coming. Now this is a more curve. Let's give little 2 pixel. Yeah, now it's almost okay. Now we want to, when we enter something, we want to store this value in some variable. For that, let's create a one variable user, and giving the set user use state. After that, in that user create a email and password. For that, email giving the value null string and password. Now let's give the same name from the input. This let's give the name is exactly same as here we giving the object in the use state. Let's give the name is email, and in the password section we give the name password. Now let's create a one of the function const handle change, giving the arrow function. Now I want to destructure this value name and its value. Let's give here value also. Value is user dot email, and in the password section value is user dot password. Now let's give this, want to destructure this value. For that, here e, and after that giving the const and destructure name and name and value. After that give the e dot target. Now here we created this use state. Let's use this set user. After that callback function here. Now return the value is first of all I want to this same value from this previous value. For that pass the preview. After that give preview. Now I want to this name equal to this value. For that giving the name is equal to value. Yeah, now it's okay. Now I want to call this function. For the let's copy this and here input box giving the on change and here paste this, copy this and paste on the password also. And let's see this value. For that giving the console dot user. Let's see this, open the console. Yeah, in the this giving the error. Yeah, I think I write somewhere class. Let's see here, I want to write here class name. Now it's okay. Let's refresh this page. Yeah, now no error is coming. Now let's type something like Amit. Now see, this value is stored from this object and let's password here password. This value is now storing. Now like that we want to create a registration page. Let's go on the registration page. Now registration page, let's see here. Now first of all I want to comment the login page and comment the registration page. Let's see it. Now registration page is coming. Let's copy this same as login. Let's copy and paste on the registration page here. And let's see it. Yeah, we want to some error. Copy this same as it is. We want to only add the name and most of them. Copy this and go on the registration page here and paste it. Now see what's the error. Use state. Let's import this use state. Now error gone. I want to in the registration page I want to change the name here, register. Now I want to add the more value like a first name, last name and password. For that here let's giving the label HTML for first name and giving the first name. After that input type text ID first name self closing. Now like that I want to give the last name also. Copy this and give here, change this last name and here also last name. Let's see it. Now I want to add the one of the other password. For here let's copy this. After that paste again and in that section let's change the name like this id giving the repassword, HTML for repassword, and here also id re dot password, and giving the name also re. And let's here also we will change here. Now here, now I want to give here a more value, create a more key value. Let's giving the first name, after that giving the last name, and here give the repassword. Now this much is completed, and here we want to give the on change method. Let's copy this one and paste in here in the input box, and in copy this one and paste in the this last name also, and in last section repassword also. Let's see, here already have. Now I want to give the name, this giving the name is same it is where I was giving the in the this use state. Copy this first name and paste here. After that here giving the name, copy this name last name and paste. Now I want to in the last section also copy this repassword, and where is name, yeah, here already we given, and also change this value repassword, and in the first name also giving the value is user dot first name. After that in the last section last name also user dot last name. Now let's this one is completed. Now let's check it here. Let's open the console. Let's clean this. Let's type the first name Amit. Yeah, I think we cannot console. Let's console this user value here, console dot log user. Refresh this page and clean this console. Let's type a first name Amit. See here already coming. Last name Japti. Now I want to give the email. In the Amit @123 or 123 @gmail.com. See here email also assigned. Now I want to give the password 123456 here, and this repassword. Now this almost we done this, and let's go on this. After that we want to create a home page. Now go on the home page here. First of all I want to comment registration page and open this home page. Now let's see it here. Let's giving the home page not much more. You're giving the class name container. Let's see it, yeah, and now I want to, this is a home page. Let's give some tags only, not much more. Home page. In this home page I want to also add the button for the logout, giving the button, giving the class name btn and log out. Yeah, now I want to this content in the center. For that here add the one of the another class uh, container home. This is a modify class. Let's copy this and come in the css file here, and after the container let's add it and giving the display flags, or add the text center. See, now all the content are in center. Now add all the bottom hover effect. For that we want to see this. Let's uncomment all here, uncomment this login and also register, and let's see here we home login register. For that come in the style.css here, giving the button. After that btn hover background color, giving is 023047. let's check it. See, some background color changes, and I want to this cursor from the pointer. For that giving the cursor pointer, let's see, and we want to not change the color exactly. For that we add the transition transform or transition background color approx 0.5 millisecond. Let's see. Yeah, now see, it takes some time. Give 1 second. Now it's okay. Let's first of all we don't want to this. Let's uncomment this in the app.js, uncomment and uncomment. Now here we completed the front end. Now let's go on the back end. For that close and create a one folder back end, and inside backend let's say we want to create all the files for the server. For that I don't want to close this terminal, open the new terminal here, and let's go on the this backend folder, cd backend. After that in backend initialize init, then press yes, enter. Yeah, now see, in the backend folder now created the backend package.json, and in that package.json here see main index.js. now let's create a file index.js. in that I want to install the express and course. For that go on here, type npm install express, and let's install npm I install course. Okay, yeah, I think I mistake the spelling. Install course. Now we done. Now I want to import this all. Now here let's give const express require express. After that const app express and give the app dot use express dot json. After that, app dot use express dot url encode, and inside give the extend false. Now this much okay for the express. For the course, const course require course and app dot use course. Now this says express and this course we have a done setup. Now let's create a get and post method. For that, comment, let's comment it. Here we write the all the get and post method. Now give app dot get, pass the root path of that, and pass the callback function. In that function we give the two parameter, request and response, and when we give response something, send it app is running, app is running. Now for that, and I also listen this port also. For that, let's create a listen, and after that app dot listen at port 8080, and after that pass the callback function console dot log server is running at port 8080. Let's run this file. For that, here node index.js. Now see, server is running. For checking purpose, let's go on the Chrome and open the new tab. Here type localhost 8080 and enter. Now see, here app is running. Now we have created this. Now we want to connect this with our backend side. For that, let's comment this. I don't need this. Now create app dot post and create a root register. After that, pass a callback function. In that callback function we give the two parameter, which is a request and response. Now let's copy this register and come in the registration page. Here when we click on this, all the data go from the server. For that, we want to create one of the function const handle submit and this arrow function. For that, let's call this function here on click handle submit. I think I give some other name. Yes, now save. For checking purpose, this button is working or not. Console dot log user. This user data we console it. Let's check it here. Open the inspect and console, clean this. Let's enter Amit, and here I think somewhere, yeah, comment this. I don't want to this. You want to delete it? Delete. Now clean this console, and let's after enter Amit, last name, email, after that password, and password, repassword, and I want to change this repassword name. Let's click it, the register. See, here we got a all the data. Now we want to change this name also because I was forgot it. Let's change this. Where is repassword? Yeah, here. Now this one done. Now I want to send this data when we click on this in the server. For that, here let's install the axios in the front end. For that, let's close this backend and stop the this one. Open the terminal again and go on the front end. cd front end. Yeah, I think I mistake the spelling. Yeah, something mistake. Front end, and after that here install the npm I axios. Now import the axios in the registration page. Here import axios from axios. This is in the form of a string. Let's comment this, and now for that let's here we use the asynchronous. Here we give the asynchronous, and here wait axios dot post, and inside we write a url like a, let's here copy this port, localhost 3000, and here and change this port name 8080. After that we write a where the index dot backend, and copy this in the registration page. After that give the, after that I want to pass the user data, user, that I want to response. Let's give the response and console dot log response something, but and here res response. Okay, here okay, now it's okay. Let's and in the backend side we want to get this data. For that here we can console dot log request dot body. When the front end side send the data, we get from the backend side and console here. Let's check it and run again. For that every time we want to run Nodejs, for that if we want to change something like that, here in the script we write def and add here comma node mon index.js, because I don't want to run server again when changes from this index.js. For that let's now here go on the backend and node index.js. I think I write something other. Let's see it. Dev. Yeah, we can run npm run dev. Now we don't want to run this index.js file again and again, because when we change something, node mon run the server again. Let's go on our front end. Now let's give the first name Amit and last name. After that email. After that give the password. After that the password and register. Let's see it. We got a not. Yeah, we not got a. Let's see in the registration page. Here we give the two arrow, remove this slash. Now let's try again and giving the first name Amit and last name Amit @gmail.com and giving the password and repassword and register. Now let's see it. We got a from, yeah, see here we got a this data. Now let's send something other, like Raj, yeah, and giving the email ID raj @gmail.com, giving the password. After that here repassword and register. Now let's check it. Yeah, see now here we get the data. Now we want to store the data in the database. For that we use the MongoDB. Let's start a database section. Let's for the installation connection of the MongoDB we use the Mongoose. Let's here go on the backend folder and npm install Mongoose. Now installation is done. Now let's here index.js file in the backend folder. Let's first of all I want to import Mongoose required Mongoose. Now I want to connect database. For that here we use the MongoDB compass for the database checking purpose. See here we got this MongoDB URL. Let's first of all here we comment this all the database section here. Database, and here we now let's connect this Mongoose with our MongoDB. For that write mongoose dot connect and give the URL we copied from this MongoDB compass. Copy this and come here and let's give the this. After that slash and give the name of the dataset database. We give the login mon, and after that we give the some parameter which are for the required for the MongoDB. Use new URL parcel. we give this is true. After that, use unifield topology. Now this much is okay. Now I want to give, if connection is not done, then give the some response also. For that, console.log and give connection successful. If not done, then we catch the error here. If pass the parameter here err and console.log. Now this all things are done from the MongoDB. Now I want to create a schema. Let's create a schema of the MongoDB. Here we create a schema. For the schema, const user schema, and we give the new mongoose dot schema, and in that mongoose schema we give the first of all we want to which things value like a first name, so we give the first name. First name is a string and last name is also string. Like we define the data, which type of data we want to store, and last is a email, and we give the email is a unique one, that's why we use the type string, and give the require field because this is a required, this is a for the login purpose required, and give the true. After that this is unique and giving the true. Let's see, after that I want to password. Yeah, here comma password. Password is a string or number or something, and repassword. Repassword is a string. Now see, we make this schema. Now we make a model. We give the model const user model and give the new mongoose dot have method model. In that we give the same as user model, and here we give the u capital. Copy this and come here, paste, and after that we give the schema. Here let's copy this schema. Now here see, yeah, now it's all things here okay. Now all the database section is ready. Now we want to insert the data. Now in the registration section, let's in the request.body we get the data. Just give the Amit and last name, email, after that password. Let's see it, we not give the repassword, that's why not coming something. See here. Now I want to destructure this data. Where is gone? Here. I think we got some error here. Code, yeah, code. This code is undefined because here we got a error like a localhost 127. I think this one is not get this MongoDB. Let's say here we want to change this localhost with the 127.0.1. I think this is now see. Now see, we don't want get any error. Now let's check again. Amit, and giving the last name is and email ID and password and repassword and register, and this page is refreshed for that this one. It's okay. We want to make change this one, don't refresh this page. For that here we make one changes in the front end registration page. Here handle submit button, when we click on this function is called. Here we pass a e as a parameter and we get a prevent default. Now this page will be not be refreshed. Let's clean this one and see when we pass data something. And this and this, when you click on this, see this page will not be refreshed. Now let's see, here we get the data. Now I want to destructure the data and store in this schema section here in the schema for the database, and here automatically this database is created in the MongoDB. Let's here in the request section destructure this data. We first of all giving the const and first name, last name, after that first things email and password. If you want to store the repassword then also okay, but this is not necessary, that's why request dot body. In MongoDB, in Mongoose, Mongoose we have a one in MongoDB we have a one method find one. Let's use this user model dot find one, and in that we give the we first of all give the email and email. For checking purpose this email ID already registered or not in database, available or not. Then after we give the callback function. In that function first of all we give the two parameter, one is a for the error and another is a for the user. Let's see here, if this email ID is a found, instance this email ID user is registered, then we send the data response user. We give the response, where is a res respond, and we send the message. This we passed a string. This email ID already register. And if not a get a data, then we want to store this data in our database. For that, let's give the const create user, and we use this model we have created, new dot user model, and in that section we want to store the data which get from the front end side, like let's give the first name, and we store the first name. If key and value are same, then we don't write to both, we only give the one. Then after give the last name, after that give the email, and after password. But you want to store the repassword, then also okay. Save this data. Let's user dot save. Now we want to, if this user is saved, now we want to give some, send some message, user is registered successfully. For that, let's send some data, res dot response dot send dot, we give the message successful register. Now let's see this registration is okay. Now see, refresh this page, and we now have data. Now see here, refresh this page and give some name and last name, email ID, after that giving the password, and we inspect. First of all, I want to open this inspect, and the network section we see this. Let's click on register. See, here we send the data and this is okay, and here we got a message successful register. Now let's check on the our database MongoDB. Let's refresh this. See, we got a data. Now we want to more data. Let's check it and register more, like some Raj, and giving the any name of, we don't this is for the checking purpose, we send a data something, and let's give register, and here we got a message successful register. Now see, in the database, refresh this MongoDB compass. Now see, we got a data. Now we want to, if email ID is already registered or not. Here we already use here find one checking purpose. Now here Amit at the gmail.com already registered. Let's check it. Yeah, here refresh this page. Yeah, and now give the same email ID, and Amit at the gmail.com. This is check this Amit at the gmail.com. Now after that giving the password, and here also give the password and register. Now see on the network and registration, this email ID is already registered. We got it this message. The MongoDB data will be not be saved. Now also this in the front end side we want to in the alert. For that, here in the register page, here we got a data and we just alert this. Here we give the alert res dot data dot message. Let's again see. refresh this page, and user same email ID we want to enter, Amit @gmail.com, and giving the password, and here also enter the password and register. Now see, this email ID is already registered. Now now we want to this password and this password are same. For the if we this one is empty and we not save any data, then we click on this, we give random data, and if we not fill this value, then also we click this, the registration is successful, and in the MongoDB this data is automatically saved. But we don't want to like that. For that, here in the front end side registration, here we restructure this user. Let's const and user, we want to first name, last name, email, and password, and the password, and giving the user. Now we give the condition, if first name and last name, first name we want to fill up, last name fill up, and email also, and password, we give the password also, and inside that if password is equal to repassword, then also then he save go from the this fetch API. If password is not equal from password to reach password, then not be saved from the MongoDB database. Then also we give the alert, else alert check your password. Let's check it. We can do what demo. If we give the here random password and here random password, and here we give the some random email ID, and fill up this. Now click on the register. See, check your password, because your password is not a same. If we give the more, and here give the check your password, we want to only data will be saved from if the password and this password are same, then also data will be saved. This registration is completed. Now let's go on the login page. We want to like that also. For that login page, we want to create a root in the server side here. Like that, we created this register for the registered for the registration purpose, and we want to create a for the login purpose. Let's click here, and app dot post, here we give the login, and after that pass a callback function. In that we get a this request and response. Here also I can get a data. Let's first of all check it, console.log request.body. Let's check this in the login page. We want to send the data. For that here we want to import axios from axios, and when we click on this button, call a function on click handle submit here, and in that after that const handle submit and arrow function, and give the like that we want to same. if restructure this data, where is this email id, or directly we now we want to send data this. For that, here we can give the axios dot post and write here url. Let's copy this from the registration purpose, where is here, and change here login. Let's check it from the index.js from the backend side, root, this root, and in the registration login, change it to login, and we send a data this user. See, where is, yeah, this user email and password we want to send this, and let's check it in the app.js. Let's comment this register and open the login. Now see, here we got a we don't got a message anything because we not a write. Let's see email and password and login. Now let's check from the server we got a data or not. Yeah, we got a email id and password. Now index.js, we want to check this email id is registered in our database or not. For that, let's first of all I want to destructure this const email and password request dot body, and here we use the same user model dot find one. In that we give the email. First of all, check the email is available in database or not. Then after we pass a callback function. In this callback function we first of all error, and second user. If this user is available in database, then login will be successful. Now here we also check the for the password. Password is equal to the from the this password, like this password is equal from the here from the our database user dot password. If equal, then we send the message is message login successful. If password is not correct, then we send the data message password didn't match. And after that, first of all here, if user is available, then this part is run. If user is not available, then else send, we can send the this email id is not registered. This email id is not registered. And now let's check it. Let's go on the here and inspect, go on the network, and let's enter and some random password. Now this page will refresh. Because of that, let's change in the front end side login. Here we pass e, and here give the e dot prevent default. Now page will be not be refreshed. Let's check it. Inspect here and give the email ID and password, and check this in the network section. Here login, this email ID is not a register. Okay, let's check it which email ID register in the available in the database, like amit@gmail.com, and let's check it. amit@gmail.com, and password is this is a more password. Let's change it. First of all, we change the password for that in the app.js. In the let's change this. Amit Prajapati, and email ID amit12345@gmail.com, giving the password 123456789. After that, 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Let's, I think this is not a proper. We give the zxcvbnm. Here also zxcvbnm register. Now registration is successful. Let's check this email ID in the database. Refresh this. Now in the last section we see amit1234@gmail.com, and password is this one. Let's log in this app.js. Let's switch this. Yeah, this login. Now here in the network section we just give the amit12345@gmail.com, and giving the password is zxcvmpc. Now login. Now we got a here login is successfully. If we give the another random email ID, then we got a, see, this email ID is not a register. We send this, but we don't want to send this. We want to give the message in the form of a message. Here let's make this object message, and now let's check again. Here preview, where is a, yeah, now this is in the form of object, but we want to display this in the alert. For in the login section we go on here and we give this dot rest dot alert res dot data dot message. Let's check again. I think we want to refresh the page. Now random email ID and random password, and click. This email ID is not a register. Let's check is which email ID we are have registered. 12345@gmail.com, and password is a, now login is successfully. Now this much done. Now we want to make a, when we log in, then go on the home page and log out and registration page, all this. For that we want to use the React router DOM. Let's install this React router DOM in the front end page folder. Let's here open the cd front end and install npm I react router DOM @6. Now installation is completed. Now I want to, in the app.js, here let's import browser router as a router and root and roots. Now let's here we got some error. Yeah, unexpected token in line number here. Yeah, because of it we cannot give from React router DOM. Now see, we want to give here router, and in that router I want to give the routes, and in that route we want to give the route. Yeah, we got a error browser router. Yeah, I think we mistake is spelling. Let's correct this. Browser router. Now we first of all give the path. Path is home page. For that and this is a self closing tag, we don't want to use this. And in that element we give the element home. Let's see this. Yeah, we got a 2 something, I think. Yeah, we want also render this. Let's delete this. Now we don't want to this random path. Now this home page, now I want to, like that I want to make the another route for the login also. Route path slash login, self closing, and giving the element login. And last section is our register. Let's change here register, and here import the component. Now see, here we have, let's we change the routes login. We got a login page, and we, after changing the this register, we got a login registration page. Now we want to, if we log in, then we move on the home page. If not, then we registration page. Also we want to add this in the login page, we want to add registration button. If we have not registered, then we first of all we want to register. For that in the login page, here we want to give another button, and we don't want to this handle, we change it later. Register. Now see, but I don't want to in the both, I want to in this. For that, let's copy, cut, and in the div tag btn container and paste it. Now see, this is coming, but I want to in the center form btn container, and in the bottom we want to some this space. For that, in the style.css, here is a button, and give the margin left and right is approximately 2 pixel or 5 pixel here, and I want to this button in the center. For that, here let's copy this btn container, and here css dot paste the margin top and bottom approximately we give the 10 pixel, and left right auto. Now see, this button is generated. This button I want to in the registration page also. In the registration page also, in the bottom side, we don't want to in the top side. For that, let's copy this and come here. Now here we change the this button is a login, and we change this in the after that. Let's see the output here, and I want to space from top and bottoms also. Let's change here. Where is style? In the btn we give the 0, we want to give the approximately 5 pixel. Let's use the shorthand 5 pixel here. In the login page also, now see, this page is added in the both section. Now here when we log in, like Amit 1 2 3 4 5 @gmail.com and password zxcvvpn and login, then this login will be successful and it is go navigate from the home page. For that, we have here, now here we use the context API for the data sharing, and we want to from the backend side, I want to send the this data also here. Here I can show first in the network section. When we log in, see here, yeah, we only got a message login successful. Along with that, I want to data also. For that, here just give the in the backend side index.js here comma and user. I want to share this user data also. For that, now let's login again here and login successful. See, here we got this data. Now I want to use this data and display the section. I using this ID also. This ID is uniquely in MongoDB automatically generated when the data is inserted. Let's go on here. First of all, I want to create a here one file for the data sharing in the front end side in src context api.js. Now here, first of all, I want to import the create context API. Now create one const for the data store in that, and create context API and give the initial value null. After that is export default data. Now here in the app.js, go on and here give the I want to first of all I want to import. Let's import data from the context API. Now wrap this all the content in the data dot provider, and let's copy this whole, cut this whole, not copy, and paste here and format this. Now let's create a huge effect for the data, and user, I want to create user data and set user data and use state. Let's create it and give this object. Now I want to save this object, this value we got from after the login, and I want to save this in this section. For that I want to share this use value, create object, and set user data. I want to share this here. Just copy one, I think some spelling mistake. Now it's okay. Now go on the logins page. First of all I want to import the context API data from the context API, and now here const create object and copy that name which are given to from this sharing data, set user data. Let's copy this and in the login section paste here. After that equal to and use context API context, and here give the name of the context API. Here let's copy this data. Now I want to set the data. For that here copy this, and in the login section here we got, let's change this format. Now here I want to just wrap, yeah, and now I want to set the data. For that here and res dot in the user, let's see if we console. Let's first of all check the data, what data we got. Console dot log dot res, let's check it, refresh the page. Let's in the console section here, first of all I want to send the data Amit 12345 @gmail.com. After that give the zxcvpm and login successfully. Now here I got a data res inside data data user. Let's here type data dot user. Now let's console again, login successfully. See here we got this login page. Now I want to set this data in the this context API for sharing through whole component. Let's cut this and paste here and remove this. Now first of all check this data is gone from here. Take on a console dot log user data. Let's check it and clean the console. Now first of all login again, Amit 12345 @gmail.com. I also this I want to this remove this console also, and let's login. set user data is not a function. Where is got in the login.js line number 27. Let's check it. Here we got this error. I think this user is not come. Let's see again. After that, login successfully. Yeah, I want to wrap this also. Where is Amit at the rate login successful. Yeah, now we got the data here, and inside that I want to use the message in the login section. Here I want to user. Let's check again. Clean the console. Login again. Login successful. Where is, yeah, I got it, this data. Where is app.js line number 13. App.js line number 13. This one. This console is now printed. For that, let's use this. Here I want to give some condition. User, when the user is login and user dot underscore id is coming, then also go on the home page, otherwise login. Now let's check once again. Let's go on the root. See, when we go on the root, it exactly show the login page. When we refresh, let's log in. Amit 12345 at the rate gmail.com. After that, zxcvpnm and login. Login successfully. Okay. Now we got it, this home page. Now I want to show the our name also. For that, I want to use the context API in the home section also. Here let's import data from the context API and const, and where is, here I want to share the user data also. Here let's paste it, and user data, let's copy this, come on the home page and create an object inside that, paste it. After that, equal to use context and give the context name this data. Now I want to use this. Let's see, this was data I got. Where is, first of all I want to remove this object. Where is, I got line number 15 in the login.js line number 15. Login.js line number 15 here. Where is, where is login.js line number 15? Yeah, here I think 31. Let's comment this. I remove this. After that, login, I think Amit 12345 at the rate gmail.com, zxcvmpm, login successfully, and we got it. Now come in the, but not printed. Let's print on the home page. Here console dot log user data. Refresh again and clear the screen. Now login again. Amit at the rate 1234. Let's zxvmpn login successfully. See, in the home.js line number 6 here, got it. Now I want to use the first name and last name also. Let's copy this first name and let's paste it. This first name is coming or not. Yeah, let's refresh there again. I'll check again, clear in the console. 1 2 3 login successfully. See, here got it the name. Now I want to print this name in below. For that let's h2 curly bracket. I want to use a dot, let's write hi and give the emoji. I want to use the emoji hand one. Where is hand? Let's search where is hand. Yeah, I got it. Now I want to hello. Where is not? Let's search on the Google hand emoji. Hi emoji, hi hand emoji. Yeah, now got it. Let's copy this, open this first of all, reject all. I don't want to this types of a message. Hello. Let's copy this emoji and paste here. After that, either give the user dot first name and also give the user dot last name. Let's see what's this. User dot last name. Now it's okay. Let's check again. Yeah, I got it. Now I want to this one in the capital form also. For that, give the this class name and this is a user name home. Let's copy this and come in the style.css here and give this text transform capitalize. Let's I refresh this. Let's log in again. 1 2 3 and give the password jetxcvpm login successfully. Now see, we got it this and log out. I want to also working log out. For that, when we log in, user data set in the user data, and when we log out, this user set user data remove, only empty object is remaining. For that, where is a login in the home section? Yeah, here when we click on this, let's create a one function also. Not do log out. For that, I want to also set user data. Let's copy this, set user data and come in the home, comma, paste, and I want to use this null, set the null object here. Now here null object, and let's copy this function name and call when we click on the this logout on click, and here when we click, see, let's check it again and copy xvmpvm login successfully. We come on the home page. Let's log out. Now see, this is almost okay. Our mernstack fully login and logout section is completed. Video is helpful, then like it, subscribe it. Thank you for watching. Now if we click on this registration, this button is not working. For that I want to set also. Let's go on the login here, and I want to navigate. Let's see it. Import use navigate from React Router DOM, and let's come here, const navigate, use navigate, and let's copy this navigate and come in the registration page here and cut this. After that here pass a callback function navigate, and I want to go on the registration page. For that let's copy the thing in the app.js here, register, copy this one and come in the login section, paste it. Now see register is working. When we click on register, see we gone on the register page, registration. When we click on register, not show any error. Let's do first of all this also. When we click on this, see this one completed, not showing any type of a field and error also. For that in the registration page, and when we click on register and submit is called. Yeah, in the if section I was created else statement. Let's create else and give the alert field, enter the required fields. Now it's so now when we click on this, see enter the required fields when these are empty. And when we click on this login section, and then also let's see what happened. Yeah, we cannot change not changes this. Let's change this also. Import dot use navigate from the use navigate from the React Router DOM. Let's copy this, come here, const navigate equal to use navigate, copy this, come in the last login, pass the callback function and give the path is, let's see in the app.js. yeah, just copy this one and come in the registration page, paste here. Now when we click on the login page, login button, we come from the login page. Now let's see again. When we from the root, see when we from the root, let's register, click on register and register. Now here let's check again, give the name Amit and last name. After that give the new email, Amit new @gmail.com, and give the password is 123. After that password 12123 and register, successful register. And it also go from the login page, again login page. For that here register in hand register, here we give the, let's open this one, and here also, and wrap this one here also, and navigate to login page. When we click on the registration page, This email ID is already registered because we click all and navigate through this. Now let's log in. Amit new @gmail.com and give the password is 123. Login successfully, and login successfully, not navigated in the registration page. Let's see. When the login is successfully, we want to navigate in the home is root directory. Login successfully, root directory. Now almost all things are done, and log out. See, when we come, we check this again from the starting position. Let's check it. When we this from the root section, and if we are not registered here, click on the register and give the Amit 1234 anything, and give the here random. We give the random one because I want to show the whole things also. Amit game @gmail.com and giving the password is 123. I not give the big one, 123. When we click on the register, see successfully register and come from this login page. Now let's log in again. Amit game @gmail.com, give the password 123. Login successfully. Now we come, see here I was given the first name and last name, and log out. Now this one is almost okay. If this video is helpful for you, like this video, subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching.